If someone drilled a hole through a coin, tied a fishing line to it, inserted it into a vending machine, made a selection, and yanked it back out, could they get free snacks? Well, most vending machines now scan the metal and track how long it takes the coin to fall. Even if accepted, many have a small metal piece that blocks the exit, making it impossible to retrieve the coin. But if the machine is old, checking only weight and size, and the slot isn't one way, the coin could be yanked out after it's counted, but before being swallowed. This tricks the machine into giving free unlimited snacks. But this is also considered stealing, so don't do it. How to trick old vending machines. Face screaming in fear.
The canned milk and cocoa powder were poured into the ammunition can, and the propeller was bolted on. Then the can was attached under the plane's wing. Now the pilot wasn't allowed to fly for no reason. So he would pretend to take a test flight, and the wing would move the propeller, which turned the screw inside and mixed the ingredients. When the plane flew high enough, the cold temperatures outside would make the mixture freeze. And when the pilot landed, the whole crew would get homemade ice cream. How did a WW2 plane make ice cream?
4 times 8.
It's 32.
They broke into the jewelry store, smashing cases and stealing millions in jewels. But police found a glove left behind, with DNA inside, and it matched to a pair of identical twin brothers. Now identical twins share almost exactly the same DNA. So the test could only say that one of them did it, but not which one. And without clear proof tying it to one twin, they couldn't be convicted. So both were released. Why police could not convict these identical twins?
The blade sliced off the tips of his 2 fingers, and doctors said he would never play guitar again, so he melted plastic from a soap bottle into a lump, before pressing his fingers into it. Then he carved 2 fingertip caps while it cooled, but the smooth plastic slipped the strings, so he wrapped them in leather from a jacket for grip. Then he switched to lighter banjo strings, and loosened the strings so they were easier to hold down. Over time, he relearned how to play, and became one of the most influential guitarists of all time. The guitarist who rebuilt his fingertips.
12 times 16.
It's 192.
Fold the paper crosswise, then open it back up. Then fold each side towards the middle, and open it up, lifting the outer flaps diagonally to make 2 wings. Then pull the inner corners down to make a point. Turn it over, and fold the point back on itself. Next, pull down the top corners to meet at the middle, before folding the triangle back up. Flip it over and pull the P towards you, and fold it in half with the tip inside. Then press the wings down, leaving a small space for you to hold. Before bending the back of each wing, and when you throw it, it'll flap in the air like a real bat. How to make a flying paper bat.
She tried to bring a bottle of booze, but the airport security told her it was too big. So she opened it right there and started drinking. She chugged and chugged until the entire bottle was gone. Then she began shouting, rolling on the floor, unable to stand up. Staff said she was too drunk, and wheeled her away to sober up. Hours later, her family came to get her, and she never boarded the plane. She drank an entire bottle at airport security.
20 times 24.
It's 480.
If you took out a polar bear's liver and ate it, your skin would start to fall off. That's because it contains thousands of times more vitamin A than your body can handle. And this would break down your cells. At first you would just feel nauseous. But then your bones would start to ache. After that your skin would literally fall apart. Eventually your brain could swell, causing hallucinations and even death. What happens if you eat a polar bear liver? Face screaming in fear.
She slipped the poison into a glass of milk, to kill her husband. You see, she was forced into the marriage, and saw this as her only way out. But he didn't drink it, so it was left out. The next day, his mother used it to make drinks. More than 20 of his relatives drank it together, and people began collapsing. They were taken to a hospital, and one by one, they died, killing 17 people in total. Police traced the poison back to the milk, and the wife admitted to it, claiming she was just trying to kill one person. How poisoned milk led to a family tragedy.
28 times 32?
It's 896.
He fired the jet's guns while diving fast. But their resistance slowed the bullet's speed. And because the jet was traveling super fast, it slammed into its own bullets. They tore through the engine, knocking out the power. The jet fell through the air, forcing the pilot to crash land, ending one of the weirdest flight accidents in history. The pilot who shot down his own jet, loudly crying face.
If you slice open a diaper and collect the powder that falls out, you could pour it into a cup and set it beside 2 empty cups. Then when you add water, the powder absorbs every drop, turning it into a thick gel. So you can have your friend try to follow which cup has the water. And when they guess right, grip the cup and flip it over, completing the trick. Just make sure you clean up the knife and diaper before anyone asks questions how to do the water disappearing trick.
36 times 40.
It's 1440.
He pressed a wasp stinger against his arm, letting it sting him on purpose, and over the next few years, he did the same thing, with over 70 different insects. After each sting, he wrote down how intense the pain was, how long it lasted, and what it felt like. Then he ranked them from least painful to the absolute worst, creating his own pain scale. All just to find out which insect sting hurt the most. He let insects sting him on purpose.
No, that's not correct. The quotient of 4 divided by 2 is 2, not 50. 4 is walking and reversed himself. Adding up to 4 is 8. 8 must be octoblock, and the music is local forecast elevator. Plus 4 is 12. With array display and perhaps. Add plus 4 is 16. Add plus 4 is 20. In 20 is cane. Add plus 4 is 24. Add plus 4 is 28. 32 is getting the cheesy puffs, now 32. Add plus 4 is 36. Add plus 4 is the last 40. Not doing your work. Talk altogether said. Now, 44 is fan-made. Up to 48 we will get 12th.
34 times 48.
It's 2112.